Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Spurley, and please enjoy some background Battlefield Bad Company 2 gameplay. This is on PC. I am still playing Battlefield 4. I actually haven't played Bad Company 2 since I bought Battlefield 4. But this is some gameplay that I've got in the bank, so to say, for this game. So yeah, I'm still playing Battlefield 4. I'm not good enough yet where I can go in a game and get gameplay. Well, my standards for gameplay are really low, but even for that, I still got a little bit to go before I can at least go have at least an entertaining to watch game of Battlefield 4. I still got some way to go. But anyway, the topic of this video is not really Battlefield 4, but college freshman advice. It is August 3rd right now, and it's college season. It's getting ready for that fall semester. Beginning of August. Some people start pretty soon, some people start a little bit later, but generally all around this month. And yeah, freshman year of college is awesome. It's everything you wanted it to be and more so when you're thinking about it in high school. But I do have some advice, and I think it's I think it's pretty good advice. I just finished I didn't just finish, but I'm about to start my sophomore year. So all of this freshman year stuff is still on my mind. I think I did enough my freshman year of college to give some decent advice. So let's just jump right into it. The most important thing that will guide you through your freshman year, the thing that'll make it easiest on you with your freshman year, is if you have awesome time management skills. If you can work on those, if you can perfect them, or if you already have them, time management is really what success in college is all about. If you have some awesome time management skills, or you can learn them, or you just use them once you get to college, if you can manage your time well, you can have unlimited success in college. There's often that triangle of college. You can either get a lot of sleep, you can have an awesome social life, or you can do well in school, and you can pick two. So that's kind of what it is in college. It's kind of really the way it boils down, and if you manage your time right, you can do all three. But you really have to manage your time well, and not many people are good at that. Especially the freshman year of college. It's when you learn to do that. And that kind of leads you to the second, in my opinion, the second most important thing about college is learning from your mistakes as well as other people's mistakes. That's a pretty hard thing to do in life. I mean, that's not just something that'll do you well in college, but it's a hard thing to do. But if you can demonstrate those skills, or you can learn from other people's mistakes, or you can learn from your mistakes, your bumps in your road over your college career will be a lot more smooth if you can learn from other people's mistakes, or you can even learn from your past mistakes. But yeah, it's important to manage your time well, and it's important to learn from your mistakes as well as other people's mistakes. And if you can combine those two, you really can. Everybody will know someone that came in freshman year and just cranked out the best schedule ever. They were partying all the time. Well, not all the time, but they were partying and having an awesome time partying, and they were doing well in school, and they're not tired all the time, or at least not when you see them. But yeah, there will be those people in college that you'll know and you'll be really envious of. Maybe you could be this person if you can learn from my mistakes and learn from your mistakes as well. But the first and foremost thing about college is academics. You're there to get an education. That's why you're there. So don't forget that. A lot of people are going to be telling you that exact thing. They're going to be saying it's the reason why you're there. It's you're there to get your degree. It's the most important. It's the most important part of college. It is essentially all of college, but it's not all of the college experience. But you're really there to to get your education, to learn, to get a degree. That's why you're there. So don't let that be put on the back burner. Always make sure that you're first and foremost you're concerned about that, and that'll sometimes mean you're gonna have to stay in on some weekend nights, and it's totally worth it in the long run. Short run, maybe even a week or a month, you're gonna be really it was a crazy party, I really wish I went. But there's always gonna be a crazy party. These 4 years at minimum, these 4 to 6 years of your life are going to be, the most active party speaking wise. And so there's always someone that wants to have a crazy party. And so there's always going to be some kind of crazy party every week. you're really not going to miss much by staying in a study if you need to. But in the long run, when you're looking at your GPAs and your friends that decided to go to the best party ever that weren't prepared, and the people that didn't go to the party and they were prepared for their tests, you'll notice the difference in the grade point averages at the end of the semester, and you're going to be really happy that you valued your education. Trust me, you're going to have to trust me on that one. That's the thing. It's learning from other people's mistakes. It's a really common mistake. It's the most common mistake you can make in college is to not put enough emphasis on your education, and it'll become very apparent to you at one point in time. You'll have a big oh shit moment. If you haven't been taking your education seriously enough, you'll have that moment where you're like, oh my god, like you'll have that moment, and you don't have to, but if you're the type of person that doesn't value your education, you will, and it's a guarantee, and it's really not worth it, I can promise you. The second thing to talk about is you have a lot of freedom gained, and that freedom in every sense of the word, in every sense of your lifestyle. Freedom as in, the freedom to go to class, the freedom not to go to class, the freedom, if you're in high school and you're just thinking, why do I have to do it that specific way? Why can't I just do it this way or my way? Or why do I have to do this work right when you tell me to? I'm more effective if let me do it on my own. That's totally okay now. There's all these now exceptions that you can do what you do best with your education, and no one's going to care. Everyone's going to say, well, yeah, if that's the way you do it, then that's the way you get it done, because no one's going to care. No one's in high school. Everyone's usually standing over, get this done now, get this done today, get this done right when I tell you to. You have this amount of time, get this worksheet done. And I know a lot of my friends were never really. No one wants to be told what to do, but they'll be like, hey, I could do this more efficiently, or I could do it better my way if I could do it like this. And often teachers are like, no, you got to do it this way, and no one's gonna care. They really only care about you doing your shit, and if you can get your shit done and do it well, they don't care how it's done. Of course, you didn't cheat, but this is also the perfect time to reinvent yourself. If maybe you are unhappy with some of the aspects of your life or some of the aspects of your personality in high school, this is the chance to change those. Make these changes for the better. There are a lot of people that don't take the that don't take the opportunity to take advantage of something like this and reinvent themselves, make themselves a better person, make themselves a more likable person, make themselves more of a person they want to be. And there are people that won't take advantage of this, and they'll be, they might be unhappy, or it might take them a little while to get to that point, but college is the perfect time to reinvent yourself to a group of new people that want to make friends. If you want to make more friends, it's so easy. All you got to do is put in a little bit of effort, and you could make as many friends as you want in college, because everybody at first is in that same boat. Everybody wants to make new friends. No one wants to not have friends, and so everybody's eager to make friends, and so you really don't have to worry about being embarrassed about trying to make new friends, because that's what everyone's going to be like. And now I want to just quickly mention this quick part. If you have a girlfriend going into college, there are three things in my eyes that are going to happen. Number one, you're going to slowly drift apart and you'll end up breaking up. That's number one. Number two, you break up before college. You go to college with a clear conscience and, you're having fun. It's a great time. Or, you could spoil that and, you can go to college, break up with your girlfriend, go to college and be, a little puss about it the entire time. Or the third option is you could cut off your sack and stay in your relationship and just kind of succumb to whatever fights happen there, because there's a lot of growing you do in this first year of college is one of those transitional times in your life where you're going to grow so much as a person, and what you think is right, what you think is wrong, and you'll gain maturity. And a lot of times in high school, these couples fight about the stupid stuff, or, oh, I don't want you hanging out with this person, or you can't be with this person, I don't like this person, you shouldn't like that person either. And that happens a lot in high school, and I think a lot of people will make mistakes and keep those girlfriends around them when it's not necessarily something that makes them happy. So the choice is yours. It doesn't really matter, but just know everybody that you tell that you have a high school girlfriend or your girlfriend from high school or something like that. It's just gonna be like, oh, okay. So just know that going into that. And the last thing I want to talk about is drugs. This is definitely a scene that people tend to get into big time in college. There are druggies in high school, but they really tend to jump into it full time because, like I said, they have that freedom over everything, and so it's a lot easier to get away with anything you want to in college when you're living on your own. So drugs are definitely something that happen. A lot of people get into hardcore stuff. A lot of people, it's pretty common for freshmen in high school to start smoking weed because it's little risk in terms of health. In terms of health risks, there's very little health risks, very large rewards, and it's really easy. It's harmless, and so that's not necessarily where the problem you'll come into is with marijuana. But a lot of times, if you have that personality, it can become a problem. But really, the big problem is drugs, addictive drugs specifically, like the big names, like heroin. Why did I jump to heroin? Heroin is not something going on college campuses. But a lot of cocaine, definitely. There'll be a lot of LSD, psychedelic stuff like that. A lot of these drugs will make their way into your life, and really, what I have to say about all of these things is these experiences are a lot of times at least good for once. You at least should experience, in my eyes, if you're ready to have that experience, if it's going to be a pleasant experience, you should be willing to try everything once. That seems like, at least that's just my motto. Not my motto, but that's something that I kind of believe. In my personal opinion, things are usually good enough to try once. Not everything, but the safe things, yes. Good to try, at least once. But keep in mind, this is a tipping point. It's a slippery slope that can get you in a lot of trouble. So I hope that this long commentary has been beneficial to anyone, any freshmen out there going into college. It's a lot of fun. Keep your head up, be smart, and just think about things before you do them in college, and that'll keep you out of a lot of trouble as well. So thank you guys for viewing. If you made it this far, please drop a like, and I'll see you guys later.